Hello and welcome to Yoga with Helga on the Sunny Yoga Flow online studio. Today we are really grounding into our bodies. It's a session that is calm but revitalizing. You're going to feel awesome in your body after practicing today. And we're going rather slow. It's just really about mindfulness today and getting into the poses and feeling into all the sensations. So when you are ready, grab your mat and just stand in the middle of the mat, ground through your feet, and we're going to be doing a breathing exercise that I love called Apanavayu. So it's breathing up, inhaling as you lift your palms up to your chest, more or less. And then as you exhale, you sort of push energetically down to earth just with the hands. And then inhaling, lifting the palms, and exhaling down back to the earth. We're going to be doing this for about 1.5 minutes, so I just really want you to do this breathing exercise in your own time. Inhaling as you lift your palms, and exhaling, pushing down. You can have a micro bend in the knees if that feels good to you, or just stand with your legs straight. And the emphasis on this breath is more on the exhale, right, as we push down. So quite light inhale, but then exhaling down fully, feeling the vibrations of the earth. Just inhaling and exhaling any excess that you don't need. Lifting palms up gently towards chest and lowering down to your mat. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now we'll continue with another breath that I also love called the circle of joy. So you simply inhale and taking your hands in prayer, and then exhaling as you push your hands out with the fingers interlaced. And then you inhale, looking up, taking the arms all the way up to sky. And then finally exhaling, just letting the arms come all the way down in a circle. So inhale, hands in prayer, exhale, push out. Inhale, look all the way up, and exhale, arms come all the way back down. Do that in your own time, one breath, one movement. Just really let the breath flow into your whole body as you stand in this breathing exercise and ground through your feet. And activate your life force, right? Our breath is our life force. Let's celebrate it. This is the circle of joy. So inhaling, arms in prayer, and exhaling out. Inhaling, looking up, and exhale, arms come all the way down. Now find a seated position, cross-legged on your mat, and take your hands in prayer. Take a moment to tune into your body and the present moment. All right. So we're gonna be starting with some very gentle, mindful neck rolls. So perhaps just dropping the head first all the way down. So just let your head drop And let the head actually be quite heavy, okay? So just let your neck completely relax, head completely drop and relax. And then you might enjoy taking your head slowly up to your left shoulder. Drop the head then again to the center and up to right shoulder. Doing this a few times. And you can even take full circles if that feels good to you at this point. Taking one circle and then the other direction. Just really breathing into your neck here, fueling yourself. And then just let your head come back to center, look right in front of you. And place your attention on your shoulders and start to roll your shoulders up to the ears and then back and down. Circular motions with the shoulders. You can have the arms just alongside your body, or you can place the palms on your knees or thighs if you want a bit more connection. And just intuitively let your shoulders move, so one direction, then the other. And you can let these circles be, small and slow, or you can let the movements be quite big and generous, taking the elbows in it as well. And breathing into your body as you move your shoulders. Now coming back to center, sitting upright, and take your hands all the way up to sky and look up. Take your gaze all the way up between your hands. Breathe into your lower back and really open your chest here. If you want, you can interlace your fingers. And just inhale and exhale. And then place your arms back down. Now we're going to take a side stretch. So take one of your hands all the way up to sky and really breathe into the side of your body. Opening that side of the body. And place that arm back down and take the opposite hand all the way up to sky. Really breathing into this side bend. From the base of your spine all the way up. And then placing the hand back down. Now take a big nice inhale and let's do a twist with left hand on right knee and looking all the way behind you on your right. And really breathing into this. Now gently come back to center and twist on the other side with right hand to left knee. And turn, rotate really from your core rather than your shoulders or your neck. Let your neck be quite relaxed here. And breathe into your belly. Come all the way back to center. Inhale and take your arms all the way up to sky. Elongate your spine and then fold over, chest comes towards the floor for a forward fold here. And just one fingertip at a time, walk yourself back to your seated upright position, and let's continue. Find an all four tabletop position in the middle of your mat. And we're going to be doing a round of cat-cows. So once you are centered, inhale as you look up and exhale round your back. Cat-cows. Take a few of those. Really tuning into the sensations of your body, your spine in particular, your back. How does it feel when you exhale and really push the floor away and round your back as much as you can? And then you inhale, dropping the shoulders, really looking up. Now let's switch to the hips and just start to take circular movements with your hips. You can sway your hips side to side and really go out and feel into those movements. You can also take a figure of 8 with your hips tracing all the way up and down in a figure of 8. Just let your hips take you where they want in these circular movements. Nice, and find your center again. We're going to prepare for our next pose, so camel pose. Perhaps start first by just coming up on your knees, toes untucked for now, and just bend your back a little bit. Prepare for camel pose. Just feel into the strength of your back and your body. And when you are ready, we're going to be tucking the toes under. Come all the way back with your arms, with your hands, keeping a strong core, locked lower back. And then your fingers, your hands come all the way on the heels, and you can really open the chest and drop the head and push the pubic bones out for a moment. And just very gently can release this pose by taking one hand off and then the other. Now take your knees out wide, hips stay up in the sky, and head drops all the way down to the mat for puppy pose. Let your heart just melt into the ground. Take a nice inhale and carefully bring yourself all the way down, just laying on the mat on your belly. Forehead on the mat, arms are alongside your body. And we're going to start to inhale, lifting the knees, the feet and the arms off the mat. You can just look down on your mat, keeping that neck straight. And then take your arms to the front and then sweep them back alongside your body. And take them over to the front again, really inhaling and exhaling here. And sweep them back again. And then just come all the way down onto your mat. Well done. Find a child's pose. Come sit on your heels, forehead on the mat. You can have your hands under your forehead as a pillow if that feels good. And for the last part of our sequence today, come all the way up to standing, ground through your feet. You can have your feet a little bit apart and stand in your mountain pose, arms alongside you, palms facing the front. And you're just looking right out at the horizon. And then still anchoring through that energy of being really strong and steady. Very gently rock slightly to your right and slightly to your left. Do that a few times. And then come a little bit forward towards your toes, and then the weight comes a little bit back towards the heels. And you're sort of gravitating now. You can take small circles one way, then the other, in your mountain pose, connecting to your breath as you do this. And find your center again, and then raise your arms all the way up and lower your hips into chair pose. And release chair pose. Take a big nice inhale and take chair again. Take your hands in prayer for a twist on one side and then the other in your chair pose. One breath, one movement. And then when you're done, all the way up to standing again, find your mountain pose for a second. Now interlace your hands behind you and fold forward for a shoulder stretch, forward fold. And carefully rise back up. This was such a nice session. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Let's take our hands in prayer just to close this practice. Sending gratitude for today's class and to our bodies and all the good energies. I'll see you next time.